Okay, so I'm gonna check for your posture first. So you look like you're erect at your shoulders. I'll get you to stand up and turn around. Your shoulder height is symmetrical. Your scapula and iliac crests are symmetrical and equal at the same level. And your spine looks straight. Your shoulders are erect, so that looks good. So we'll check your gait and mobility. So I'll get you to come over here. And if you could walk across the room, turn around and walk back. Okay, so you had no trouble doing that, so that's good. It was smooth and balanced. And your arms were swinging like at opposite times, which is good. So now we'll do tandem walking, heel to toe. So yeah, just like that. And you didn't seem to have any troubles with your balance there, so that's good. And then I'll just get you to walk on your tiptoes back. Good, and on your heels on the way back. Okay, and I'll get you to sit down and stand back up. Okay, so you don't seem to have any trouble with your balance. Your posture is good, and you walked smoothly, and so that's all good. Okay, so I'm just gonna assess your spine. So from behind, if you hold your head erect, which you are, the spine is straight, and you have a concave curve from the side of your neck, which is good. Your concave thoracic and sacrococcygeal spine look straight and good, so no worries there. So I'm going to assess for scoliosis. So if you could bend forward. Okay, and your spine still looks straight, so no signs of scoliosis. And then I'm going to palpate all the joints from C1 to the coccyx. So there wasn't any tenderness. They all felt symmetrical, no bumps or deformations. So that's good. So now I'm going to assess the range of motion in your neck. So you can turn around. So we'll start with flexion. So if you can touch your chin to your chest. Okay. And if you can look up at the ceiling, hypertension. Okay. Hyperextension. I don't know. And if you can turn your chin to your shoulder as far as you can. Rotation. Okay. And if you can tilt your ear to your shoulder without elevating your shoulder, then that's lateral flexion. Okay. And if you can roll your head in a circle, circumduction. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna check your range of motion in your spine, so I'll get you to turn around again. Can you bend forward, flexion, okay? And can you lean backward, hyperextend? And can you slide one hand down the thigh and bend away from the midline? Okay, and can you do it on both sides? Okay, and while turning your shoulder, can you turn your shoulders, rotate them side to side? Okay. So I didn't see any limitations, no popping of your joints, which is all good. So now we'll just grade your strength. So we'll start with your neck. So can you push your head back? Okay. And push your head forward. Okay. And can you push to the side? And then what do I do with your spine? Just push it here. Okay, so that was a 5+ for all of them. So you were able to resist my pushing against you, so that's good. Okay, so I'm just inspecting your shoulders. So they look symmetrical. That one doesn't appear to be bigger than the other. Doesn't look like there's any deformities. And the joints look like they're in good alignment. So I'm just gonna palpate them. I don't know if she's. Okay, so I didn't feel any bumps or nodules, which is good. No tenderness, so that's all good. Okay, so we're gonna now test the range of motion in your shoulders. So if you could raise your arms shoulder level with the foot palms facing down, okay? And continue to raise your arms with the palms facing each other, okay? And if you can bring them back down to your side, so adduct them. Okay, and can you place both hands behind your neck with the elbows out to the sides? Okay, and can you put both hands behind behind your back? There you go. You know what you're doing. And can you raise your arms above your head, behind your back? Yep. Or
what?
Behind. Yep. And behind. Yep. You did both of them. We're good. Okay, so there wasn't any popping joints. No limitations. So that's all good. So we'll do your muscle strength for your...
So you're inspecting that first, and then you have to actually hold on to the joint, and then basically do everything while you're holding on to the joints.
For the crepitus. Going back then. Okay, so...
So you just hold on to my shoulders.
Okay, and raise your arms up. Okay. And
yeah. I'll just do all of them.
Okay.
Oh, and then circumduction.
So I did notice a little bit of crepitus in that one shoulder. It was cracking a little bit, so that's okay.
Yeah, I felt that.
So we'll do your muscle strength. So if you can shrug both shoulders, okay. And if you can flex your arms forward, push it over, extend backwards, okay, and abduct, and adduct. Okay, so 5+ on all of them again, you're able to resist me. So while I was palpating for your clavicle, your acromyoclavicular joint, your sternoclavicular joint, your greater tubercle of your humerus, your area of subacromial bursa, your bicep groove, your coracoid process, and the anterior aspect of your glenohumeral joint. Okay, so we're gonna now test the range of motion in your shoulders. So if you could raise your arms shoulder level with the foot palms facing down, okay? And continue to raise your arms with the palms facing each other, okay? And if you can bring them back down to your side, so adduct them, okay? And can you place both hands behind your neck with the elbows out to the sides, okay? And can you put both hands behind behind your back? There you go. You know what you're doing. And can you raise your arms above your head, behind your back? Yep. Or
what?
Behind. Yep. And behind. Yep. You did both of them. We're good. Okay, so there wasn't any popping joints. No limitations. So that's all good. So we'll do your muscle strength for your...
So you're inspecting that first, and then you have to actually hold on to the joint, and then basically do everything while you're holding on to the joints.
For the crepitus. Going back then. Okay, so...
So you just hold on to my shoulders.
Okay, and raise your arms up. Okay. And
yeah. I'll just do all of them.
Okay.
Oh, and then circumduction.
So I did notice a little bit of crepitus in that one shoulder. It was cracking a little bit, so that's okay.
Yeah, I felt that.
So we'll do your muscle strength. So if you can shrug both shoulders, okay, and if you can flex your arms forward, push it over, extend backwards, okay, and abduct, and adduct. Okay, so 5+ on all of them again, you're able to resist me. So I'm gonna assess your hips now, so if you can turn around. your hips look symmetrical and they're in equal size. Your buttocks are symmetrical and good. Gluteal folds look equal. So there doesn't look like there's any swelling or deformities. So I'm gonna palpate both your hips.
Just because the liver can give so many.
So I didn't see any spasm or swelling. There was no deformities. You didn't have any tenderness, and there's no bumps, so that's good. And I was looking for your iliac crest, your sacroiliac joint, your greater trochanter, and your femur. Okay. So now we're gonna assess your range of motion. So if you can lift your leg and return it to the position. Okay. And if you can lift your leg up to the side and bring it back in, and on the other leg, kick the bed. And if you can do flex your hip and knee and do internal and external rotation. Is that this? Okay. And hyperextend while the patient is standing in a position. Okay. Okay. And can you circumduct your leg? Okay. And then do I have to hold your hip while you're doing that all again? Do you know what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
If they complain right and you're trying to do it
Testing balance too.
because it's only shoulder.
Okay, so I didn't notice any crepitus, so that's good. And then, no popping joints, all the range of motion seem good. So we'll grade your muscle strength. So it says, so I'm gonna assess the muscle strength in your hips. So if you could,
Probably hold here and I'll look.
okay, so if you're okay, and extend the hips.
So I can do more and I'll put my back.
Okay. And adduct. And abduct. Breathe my wrist. So again, no crepitus. Doesn't seem to have any popping joints or tenderness. Your leg length looks like they're equal. So that's good. Okay, so now I'm going to assess your knees. If you didn't have your pants on, I assume that there is no redness, swelling, lacerations. Oh, we're pulling them up. Okay, there's no redness, swelling, lacerations, so that's all good. So it wants me to assess them standing and sitting. So you want to stand up. And the video can't see it, but they look symmetrical and, again, no redness, so that's good. And they both were at the same height. And not one knee protrudes farther than the other, so that's good. I'll palpate them. So I didn't notice any bumps, nodules, no tenderness, so that's good. And I was looking for the tibial tuberosity, the medial condyle, lateral condyle, popliteal fossa, quadricep muscle, patella, both tibiofemoral.
You don't have
No, I
to
don't.
name all that.
I don't, okay.
And you won't have to for OSCEs either.
Okay, never mind. Okay, we'll assess your range of motion then. So if you could flex and extend your knee. Okay. Flex, yeah. There we
I don't
go.
think I can extend it.
That's good. And we'll do it again. I'll listen to feel for crepitus.
I did not look like
A little bit of crepitus in both knees. That's okay. And then we're gonna assess your muscle strength. So you can flex your leg. Or yeah.
So you probably have to hold back here, and then I'll bend my leg.
Okay, so I'm just gonna assess your 7 Ps. So you didn't report any pain, so that's fine. Your skin color isn't pale; it's pink, which is normal. Can you wiggle your toes? And can you wiggle your fingers? Okay. And we'll palpate your pulses. So I'll feel for your radial pulses. Okay, so they're in sync and you're fine. Okay. And I'll feel for your dorsalis pedis. Okay, so they're good. Okay. So we'll do your cap refill. Okay, so they both refilled in less than 3 seconds, or 2 on your hands too.
Sure.
Yeah, and they both refilled in less than 3 seconds, so that's good. I'll feel for your temperature. A little cold, but that's okay. And your hands are not cold, but they're equal in temperature, so that's good. So last, I'm just gonna test the sensation on your feet. So I'll get you to close your eyes and let me know if you feel this or where you feel it.
On my big toe. On my second toe. On my heel. On my ankle.
Okay, so you were able to feel that fine. If there is any deficits, I would move up your leg until you could feel it, but there's not, so I won't do that.